And let's please make sure that we make a new friend tonight, okay? So can we get up and say hello and wish one another Shabbat Shalom and, I don't know, share any special weekend plans that you might have? Don't worry about it. I'm not sure this is Everybody's here though, right? Everybody's here? Okay. Voices of greetings. I'm going to invite us all to turn to page 24 for Shalom Aleichem, and we greet the Shabbat angels. Page 24. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ro'echem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruni leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's really wonderful that we have a number of kindergarten and first and second graders here, many of whom have come ready to share their reflections on some of the prayers that we say. And if she is so inclined, the first one I'm going to invite is Logan Oberfield. What prayer are you telling us about, Logan?
Shema.
The Shema.
Shema.
Yeah, and you drew a picture?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us about the picture?
It's showing you that there's only one God.
There's only one God. Where did you get that idea?
I don't know.
It's a good idea. It's a really good idea. So, is that what you drew a picture of?
Yes.
Can you show it to everybody? That's wonderful. Is there anything else you want to tell us about?
It makes me feel happy.
Is that why it's such a colorful picture?
Yeah.
Did you use your favorite colors?
Yeah.
And are they like yellow and blue?
Mhm.
That's wonderful. I hope you always think of your favorite colors when you think of God. That is so good. It is good. Page 22. We're going to start off in English. So just sort of, it repeats. So when you hear me sing it, the next thing you sing is the same thing I just sung, okay? It is good to sing a song. Let us sing a song for Shabbat. Do that with me. It is good to sing a song.
song for Shabbat.
Now it changes.
It is good to sing your praise, sing and praise to the Holy One.
Again.
It is good to sing your praise, sing and praise to the Holy
From the
One.
beginning, ready?
It is good to sing a song. Let us sing a song for Shabbat.
It is good.
It is good to sing a song. Let us sing a song for
Can we start
Shabbat.
from the beginning in the Hebrew now?
Mizmor shir leyom ha-Shabbat. Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Mizmor shir leyom ha-Shabbat. Uzamer l'shimcha le'ron.
להגיד בבוקר הסתיך ואמונתך בלילות עלי עשור ועלי נבל עלי היגיון בכינור. It is good.
It is good to sing a song. Let us sing a song for Shabbat.
And on page 44 at the bottom, Yismachu means we're going to celebrate. Celebrate Shabbat.
Yismechu v'malachutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Mekadashei, Mekadashei Shavi Shabbat. Kulam yismehu v'yitangu metuvecha Shabbat. Yismehu v'malachutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat.
Oneg Shabbat.
Yismechu v'malachutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat.
והשביעי רצית בו וקידשתו שבת. חמדת ימים אותו קראת שבת.
Yismechu v'malachutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat.
וקורא עונג שבת.
למעשה
בראשית שבת. זכר למעשה בראשית שבת.
ישמחו למלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו למלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת.
וקורא עונג שבת. Turn back to page 20 and 21 for Lecha Dodi, which means welcome, my beloved, welcome the queen, welcome the princess. Now, something to say that I think only this class will really understand. When I was first learning how to pray on Friday night, the synagogue where I went to always danced during this prayer. So I think that's a wonderful tradition. And if anybody wants to dance around and hold hands while singing this prayer, you are most welcome. And anybody that wants to join them should. Ready? 2, 3, and
Lecha dodi lekrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi lekrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'diborecha nishmiyanu, el hamiuchad Adonai echad ושמו אחד, השם עוד תפארת ולתחילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונחכי מקור הברוכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, 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 שידברי כבוד אדוני, עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
we're on the 9th stanza, and I'm going to invite everybody please to rise and face the door.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
I'm going to invite everybody to please be seated. And once with me, ready? We're going to take a good, deep Shabbat breath. Ready? And imagine that with each breath, the day becomes bigger and brighter. Ready? Another one. I'd like to now invite to the bima Aviva Ephraimian to offer her Kavanah interpretation also on the Shema.
I chose the Shema because it reminds me of God when I'm sad. It feels like He's always next to me to help me out when I'm sad and when I'm doing something wrong.
That's beautiful. Did you draw a picture?
Yes.
Can you tell us about your picture? So, I think I see a tree, and it says, tell me, 1 plus love equals God. Wow. And you drew some beautiful colors. Can you tell me about this? What's that?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a mistake.
It's yellow.
It's a mistake.
It's pretty. Thank you, Aviva. That's beautiful. I'm going to ask everybody to rise for the Baruch Hu on page 28. Page 28. And if you know it and you want to come up and lead it, you can. Yai, nai, nai, yai, nai, 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 yai, nai, 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 yai, nai, 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 Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Ay, 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 ay,
I'd like to now invite Zev Shalcross to offer his kavanah on Mariv Aravim.
I chose
Mariv
Mariv
Aravim.
Aravim. And I like this prayer because it reminds me to appreciate nature. And God created the earth, so we need to protect it. And everyone should recycle to protect our oceans. And this is my picture.
Can you tell us what's in the picture?
So the stars and the seasons.
The seasons. Ah, how cool is that? Can I? So you have 4 different pictures. So is that summer?
Yeah.
And is that fall?
Yeah.
And where's winter? Show me winter. That's winter. That's snow.
Yeah.
And spring?
Is right there.
Spring is there, and all of the stars. And yeah, that is fabulous.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm going to invite us all to, good, you play. Turn it to page 30 for that prayer. And we're going to read it out loud in English. Ready? Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the season, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name, ever-living God. May you reign continually over us. And blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Page 32, Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amcha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Hukim u'mishpatim Otanu lemadeta Al ken Adonai Eloheinu V'shachbenu v'kumenu Nansiach b'chukecha V'nismach b'direi Toratecha U'v'mitzvotecha Le'olam va'ed Ki hem chayenu Le'orech yameinu V'hem neged
צוותך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני,
Baruch Shemo.
אוהב עמו ישראל.
Amen.
I'm going to invite us to turn to page 34 for the Shema. And anybody who wants to please come up and do it with our hands and with our voices, please come on up. Now, a lot of people know the 6 words in Hebrew, but maybe we don't always know what they mean. So ever since Tat Shabbat, right, we've been doing the Shema with our hands as well as with our voices, right? So we're going to, what does Shema mean? We need our hands more than our voices. What does Shema mean? Yeah, means hear. So when we say Shema, we put our hands to our ears. And who's supposed to be listening?
God.
We are. Oh no, God listens to us. We're supposed to listen. We're supposed to listen. And we're known as the people of the book. So we hold our hands out like we're reading a book. So we sing Shema Yisrael. And we listen. We listen for God. And where is God? Everywhere. So when we sing Adonai, it's everywhere. So we sing Shema Yisrael Adonai, especially here, Eloheinu, our God, right here in our hearts, right? Like a hug. We're not singing now, so we don't need the mic, so we can take our hands and put them and do the words with our hands. Okay? Adonai. How many? Just one. Okay. So I want everybody to do it with their hands. No words. Ready? Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Just one. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Hey Caleb, you want to do the V'ahavta with me? We're on page 36. Okay, listen, Caleb is going to do the V'ahavta now. You can go sit down. 1, 2, next page. 2, 3. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibartam bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha uv'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu totafot b'einecha uv'chtatam al mezuzot beitecha uv'yisharecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם Adonai Elohechem Emet. Awesome. Awesome, Yasher Koach. I'd like to now invite to the Bima Abigail Gary, who will offer her interpretation of Micha Mocha. Which prayer did you choose?
Micha Mocha.
Can you tell us about it? Can you tell us about your picture? You did that, or your dad did that?
I did
No. You did that one? Really?
that.
Can I see it? Can you tell me about it?
I twitch it.
Who's that?
God.
That's God.
And people live right up there.
Oh, okay. And what are these things?
Huts.
These are huts?
Heart.
Hearts. Lots of hearts. Is that a lot of love? Yeah. And what's this?
People.
They're people. Who? What kind of people? They happy people? Dancing people? Why are they happy? Are they singing Micha Mocha?
Yeah.
Do you know the first time that people sang Micha Mocha? They were also really happy. You know why? Because they crossed the Sea of Reeds. And they said, we're not in Egypt anymore. There's no more Egyptians chasing after us. And they were very, very happy. So can you show the picture to everybody so they can see it? Wow. Thank you. Beautiful. Micha Mocha is on page 40. חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. We're on page 43. And just the top two lines, we're going to keep singing that until everybody is heard. And then we're going to sing it a couple of times. And then Ben's going to keep singing it. You're going to keep singing it with Ben. And then we'll make some magic.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm.
That's all there is. Sing it again.
Let there be love and understanding among us. friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Keep singing with Ben.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
All together.
Let there be love.
Let there be love
Among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
I'd like to now invite to the bima Adelaide Russick to offer her interpretation in Kavanah on the Shema. What prayer are you going to tell us about?
The Shema.
Can you tell it to us in the microphone?
The Shema.
Okay. And did you draw a picture
Yeah.
that reminds you of the Shema? Can you tell us about your picture?
So there's like hand motions.
What is it?
There's hand motions.
There's hand motions. Oh, you had the people doing the hand motions. So is that they're holding their hands up to their ears? Oh, they're doing this.
And this person doing this.
This person's doing this. Shema, listen. Okay, what's this person doing?
He's going like.
Okay, great. Oh, this is true. Is this one sneezing? When you gotta sneeze, you gotta sneeze. Yeah. And what's this?
A rainbow.
A rainbow. That's wonderful. You know, that's sort of like at the Seder. Did you talk about the 4 children at the Seder? Right? They all think about it in a different way. And that's the best thing about being Jewish. There's so many different ideas that we can have and still be one people. And have how many gods? One. Thank you, Adelaide.
You're welcome.
Going to invite everybody to stand and turn to page 46 for the Amidah. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevi Gula Livnei B'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechayem et Matara Leoshia, Morid Hatah, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayem etim berachamim rabim, Somech noflim
נופלים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך מלך ממיט ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה לחיות מתים ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יעללוך סלה ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. I invite everybody continue their prayer privately using the text of their heart or the text between pages 54 and 60. And please be seated when you feel like you've said what you've had to say. But remember, the person next to you is probably still praying and needs the silence. Page 60. Actually, I'm going to invite Tessa Kushner to offer her interpretation of Shalom Rav before we sing it. Hey Tessa, did you draw a picture? Can you tell us about your picture?
Do you want to say what the prayer is? You want to say my prayer is Shalom Rav? You stand up.
My prayer is Shalom Rav.
Do you have something to say about it?
My prayer means peace.
Peace is quiet.
Peace is quiet like peace and quiet.
Oh, I love peace and quiet.
And peace is not war.
And peace is not war.
She's saying it's both. It's all. Okay. Do you want to say I drew a picture of God in me?
I drew a picture of God in me.
In my picture, God is wearing polka dot socks. And God.
I love God.
Right? And God is wearing the same earmuffs as me.
God is wearing the same earmuffs as me.
Of
Except
course.
Gods have pom-poms hanging off them.
Except God has pom-poms hanging off them.
Pom-poms hanging off the earmuffs.
Got pom-poms on earmuffs. That's how very godlike. Absolutely. These are the pom-poms on God's earmuffs. Okay.
And these are the socks.
Oh, I love that. Polka dot socks.
Blue.
You have blue socks. And what color is your dress?
My dress is pink.
Pink dress. And earmuffs too?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still the winter.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's,
told me it was cold.
thank you so much. That is so amazing.
You want to stay up while we sing Shalom Rav? Okay. Page 60, Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael v'chol ed uv'chol shah b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
May there be a great peace with warm earmuffs. Whenever we gather, we always make sure to pause and say a prayer for healing. Because there are so many people, not only in the world, but especially in our community, who need healing. Healing of body, healing of spirit, of psyche, of self, of relationship. So I'm going to invite us to turn to page 253 for the Mishaberach Lecholim, the prayer for the ill. And we're going to pause in between the stanzas and call out the names of those people that we're especially holding in our hearts. 253.
Mishaberach Avotenu Nechol habracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. Let us say Amen.
This week we're especially thinking of Howard Simon, Gloria Berkowitz Gittel Bat Chana, Beryl Ben Sima V'Shmuel Leib, Steve Gellis, Sholem Avram Ben Golda Yeshayahu, Maxwell Swain, Menachem Mendel Ben Yehudit Michael, Kreindel Chaya Rafaela Bet Yudit Sharon Kathy Gale, Dolores Mikkel, Kedem Ben Shoshana Beruvain, Bob Schwartz, Richard Berg, Tzvi Ben Eliyahu Vagolda, Maurice Stearns, Moshe Ben Beryl Benjamin Vieta, Robert Walker, Hechazan Leora Bat Meira Ufaivel, that's Cantor Bresnik, Hechazan Yaakov Center Ben Harav Moshe HaKohen Berachel, Roberta Lipp, Rachel Bat Penina V'Mendel Ephraim, Barbara Hines, Maureen Schneebalk, Doreen Hennick, Devorah Chana Bat Leonard V'Betty, Glenn Pertz, Simcha Ben Mordechai Devorah Leah, William Hall, Sheila Gordon, and to these names we add
sheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit. And let us say, Amen.
And may those who care for them also be blessed. And may they know healing and wholeness uneventfully, speedily, and fully. We're saying, Misha Baruch, we're saying a blessing for Cantor Bresnik because she had surgery yesterday. And so I am happy to say that it was actually pretty major surgery, but it was way better than we thought. So she just lost her appendix, and it only took 2.5 hours, and she's home, and she's recovering, and we're really, really grateful. But we're still hoping that she's back in fighting form, singing form, very, very soon. So she was well enough to text today, so that's always a good sign, right? So actually, right, the number of you chose to draw pictures and to talk about the Shema, which is such a beautiful and central prayer. And we know what Shema means, right? Shema means listen, hear, right, exactly. And so a lot of people know those 6 words, right? Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. But there are 3 whole paragraphs that actually follow that. And Caleb, who's bar mitzvah tomorrow, he led us in that this evening. And what does that say, those 3 paragraphs? It tells us to love God and to always remember these words. What words? The words of the Shema. And really, the words of the Torah. The Shema keeps going. It says, put them on your heart. Keep them close to you always. Then it says, take them everywhere. Take these words with you everywhere. When you go in, and when you go out, and when you get up, and when you lie down. So what does that mean for us to do? Are we supposed to carry around the entire Torah with us the entire time? Does anybody know how big the Torah is? Everybody seen the Torah that's back there? That's a pretty big Torah. That would be really hard for us to carry around with us all the time. So we don't do that. That would be kind of silly. But you know what we do? We put mezuzahs up on our doorpost. And I'd like to show of hands, who here has a mezuzah somewhere in their house? Wow, look how many of us have mezuzahs in our house. Well, I have a couple of extra, and I'm going to show you something pretty cool. Because I know my 7th graders have seen this, so they don't think it's so cool anymore. But I brought my extra mezuzah collection. And I brought not only the outside, but I brought the inside. So this mezuzah, this was my son Sammy. He's now 30. He put this on his door to his bedroom when he was 2. But if it was up here, it would have been too high for him to reach. So it was down here. So this is his little red race car mezuzah. Anybody seen a little red race car mezuzah before? That's a pretty cool one, right? Right? And this one, I'm such a mom. This one of my kids made in camp. Yeah, I'm not going to pass them around, but I'm going to show them. Okay? And then here's one that I made. I wanted to do one too. I'm going to show everybody all of them. Where's my test tube mezuzah? Here it is. Here it is. Here it's somewhere in here. There it is. I made a test tube mezuzah. Now, what do all of these mezuzot have in common? They either have a scroll inside them. Everybody see the scroll inside that? Yep. Take a look inside. You don't need your hands to see. You see it inside there? Can you see it inside there? that, or they have a space in the back. Because see, they have a space in the back, right? Because a mezuzah isn't this. This is just the mezuzah case. The real thing that goes inside is the Shema. Leora knows that, right? And that's a little tiny piece of Torah. I'm going to show that to you too. Move back, move back, move back. This is the Shema. Anybody see? Can you imagine writing in Hebrew that small? Remember when the Sofer came and he showed us how he writes with a feather, right? And he writes with a feather and the ink on the special kind. It's not paper. This is made from animals. Does everybody see that? Can we move back? Yeah, and some people write them even smaller. This is handwritten also. Can you imagine writing it that small? I'm gonna pass it around. A Sofer wrote the Shema that small. That small. After that, he got new glasses. Exactly. Does everybody see that? A baby could write that if he had baby hands. Right? And this is actually a little piece of Torah. This is what the Shema says. It says, take these words as a miniature microcosm of the Torah and put it on your house so that you can remember all these words when you get up and when you lie down and when you go out and when you come in. And I have a story about mezuzot. It takes place in a village a long, long time ago. And all the Jews in the village, they had mezuzot, but they didn't know how to put them up. There was no Google to look it up. They didn't even have encyclopedias. So they got into a big debate. How do we put it up? We know we're supposed to put it up on our door frame. And some people would say, the Shema says, you say the Shema when you get up. So that means you should put it straight up and down on your door frame. But then the other half of the village said, oh, no. The Shema also says, you say the Shema when you lie down. So the Shema, the mezuzah, should be flat, horizontal, like this. And it went back and forth like that. Straight up, lying down. Straight up, lying down. Up, down, up, down. And people got really testy about this. They yelled and they argued and they yelled and they argued, and they didn't know what to do. Somebody finally suggested that they should go and ask the rabbi. And they all went to the rabbi with their mezuzot and they said, Rabbi, how are we supposed to put this mezuzah up? And the rabbi sat back and started listening. And he listened to all the people who were on the side that said straight up and down. The Shema says when you rise up, it has to be up and down. And he listened to all the people who had the other point of view. No, it says when you lie down, so it has to be straight up and down. I mean, horizontal. And he said to the first group, he said, you know, you're right. It does say when you get up. And they were all kind of self-satisfied with themselves, and they kind of said, see? But then he turned to the other side and he said, you know, you're right. The Shema also says, when you lie down. So it makes sense that it should be horizontal. And then they said, wait a minute, we can't all be right. And the rabbi said, you know what? You're right. But you haven't listened to the Shema instructions properly. The first thing it says is what? Listen. Exactly. You have to listen to one another. You have to listen to one another's perspective. Not just stand in your corners and demand that you're right. Not tell everybody else that they're just wrong. Try to understand what they have to say. You have to put your mezuzot a little bit lying down and a little bit straight up. You're going to put it on a 45-degree angle. And the people sat back and went, huh, that's why she's the rabbi. And the people who wanted mezuzah standing said, well, it'll almost be standing up. And the people who wanted it lying down said, well, it'll almost be lying down. And they liked the rabbi's idea. And so they stopped shouting, they stopped arguing, and they started listening to one another's perspectives. But mostly, they went home and they all got to put up their mezuzot. Now you see there are lots of different kinds of mezuzot, right? And I'll bet you if I went to your houses, I would see a different kind of mezuzah for each and every house or apartment. But we're still one people and still one God. And that's how we still are today. And it's a reminder, that mezuzah, that when we walk inside our homes, that we remember that our homes are sacred places, places where we really don't want to yell and scream and fight with one another, and places where we really want to listen to one another. How many people have seen somebody walk by a mezuzah and touch it and maybe give a kiss? Has anybody ever seen that? Yeah, a lot of people do that. They do that because they want to remember exactly that our homes are special, sacred places. And I just also want to say, if there's anyone here who's been meaning to put up a mezuzah, but haven't quite gotten around to it, I would be very, very happy and honored to come and help you put it up. Just say the word. And about that Shema, there's a handout there. I thought I would let everybody know if you didn't already. Now, when the Shema says, you're going to say it when you rise up and when you lay down, right? So we say the Shema in the morning when we wake up, and we say it in the evening, but there are also people that say the Shema when they go to sleep. And I'm just wondering, has anybody either sung the bedtime Shema to their children, or have you been sung the bedtime Shema when you were a child? Yeah, so some of us. So I brought, on the back side of it where it says to add to the bedtime Shema, this is a part of the bedtime Shema. I'm going to read it in English, and then I'll sing it for you, and you can take this home, and you can sing it at home yourselves. In the name of Adonai, the God of Israel, at my hand is Michael, or Michael, that's God's right-hand angel. At my left, Gabriel, the angel of healing. Before me, Oriel, the angel that brings light. And behind me, leaving where I leave in my wake, is Raphael, the angel of healing. And above my head, the presence of the divine. So if you know it, sing it with me, and maybe take it home. B'Shem Yisrael Elohei, B'Shem Adonai Elohei Yisrael, Mimini Michael umismoli Gabriel, umilfanai Uriel, umeachorai Raphael, ve'al roshi shechinat El. Thank you for singing that with me. And if there's anybody that wants me to sing it into my iPhone and send it to them so that they can remember it, just shoot me an email. I'm happy to do it. Shabbat Shalom. Going to turn to page 261 because today is starting the 11th day of the Omer. So page 261. No, the Omer is on page 278. As we count the Omer, we are reminded of the importance of counting each day of our lives and striving to make each day count. Thus, we can give meaning to the prayer of the psalmist, teach us to count our days so that we may acquire a heart of wisdom. We are about to fulfill the mitzvah of counting the Omer as it is written in the Torah. You shall count from the day following the day of rest. From the day that you brought an Omer of grain as an offering, 7 full weeks shall be counted. That's between Pesach and Shavuot. You shall count 50 days to the day following the 7th week. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. Our praise to you, Adonai, sovereign of all, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to count the Omer. Hayom echad asar yom, shehem shavua echad, be'arba yamim la'omer. Today is the 11th day, which is 1 week and 4 days of the Omer. And now we can turn to page 261 as we announce the new month. That sounds nice, Ben. Keep going. May it be your will, Adonai, our God and God of our ancestors, to renew our lives in the coming month. Grant us a long life, a peaceful life with goodness and blessing, sustenance and physical vitality, a life informed by purity and piety, a life free from shame and reproach, a life of abundance and honor, a life embracing justice and love of Torah, a life in which our heart's desire for goodness will be fulfilled. And we say, Amen. The new month of ER will begin on Tuesday night and go through Wednesday and Thursday. Rosh Chodesh Iyar, Yeh Bayom Ha-Revi'i V'Chamishi Haba, Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael L'Tova. Yechadesheho Kadosh Baruch Hu Aleinu Ve'al Kol Amo Beit Yisrael L'Chaim U'Shalom. That's for life and for peace. Can I get an amen? L'Sason U'Simcha. That's for joy and for gladness. Can I get an amen? L'Farnasa Tova U'Livracha. For the ability to earn a good living and for blessing. Let's have an amen. L'Yeshua U'Lenechama. For salvation and for comfort. Amen. V'nomar Amen. And on the back of the page with the bedtime Shema is a prayer for the state of Israel. Let's read it together and sing Achenu. May it be your will that the state of Israel be a home in which all its residents can live with love, solidarity, peace, and friendship. May it be a place of security, serenity, and trust, where the spirit of generosity and loving kindness flourishes. May hate, animosity, fear, terror, and indifference find no place in it. May all its leaders and officials be blessed with wisdom, integrity, and fairness. Guard, protect, and give courage to all who serve and defend the state of Israel. May its soldiers, civil servants, police, and rescue and security forces all return home in sound body and mind. May we witness the safe return in body and soul of all of the captives and the missing, as it is written, for you will go forth and be guided in peace. The mountains and the hills will exalt you before you in joyous song. Bless all the residents that keep the country functioning through hard work, love, and commitment so that we may see better days and the prophecy fulfilled. No longer will violence be heard in your land. I will grant peace in the land, and you shall lie down untroubled by anyone. I will give the land respite from vicious beasts, and no sword shall cross your land. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. And nation shall not take up sword against nation, and they shall know of war no more. And let us say, Amen.
Israel, Achenu, Kol Beit Israel, Anetuni B'tzara, Tzara Nivashivya, Ha'om Israel. Acheinu kol Beit Israel, hanetuni b'tzara u'rishida, ha'omdim ben hayam u'ben bayabasha. Hamakom yirachem, yirachem alehem, v'yotzihem mitzara livra, u'me'afel aleora, u'mishimur negedolo, hashtar v'hagala, u'bizman karim.
I'd like to invite Rebecca Skomorovsky to offer her words and pictures on Aleinu.
So I am doing Aleinu, and the words are, it is all of our jobs to help make the world better.
That's what it means. Can you tell us what you drew?
I drew Earth, pulling a
That's
smiley
a fabulous
face.
map. Look, North America, and it was that Europe. That's amazing. And South America,
And
and
this
Africa. Yeah,
Asia.
and Asia's there too. Really, really good. I'm gonna hire you to make my maps. And that says
Peace.
peace. And what's that?
I am very happy to have peace in my world.
Excellent. Can you stay up while we sing Aleinu?
Yeah.
Okay. 282.
Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגרי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Please be seated. Rise up like the sun over all humanity and cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom and peace. 287.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא ליום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
Turn to page 294 for the mourners Kaddish. Those who are in are observing a yard site, or those who are in their year of mourning, I invite them to please rise. As a community, we're saying Kaddish and remembering David Gerwitz, James Kolker, and if it is your practice to rise in solidarity with those who are already rising for Kaddish, I invite you to do so. Otherwise, please remain seated. 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'gala uvizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam ulalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekudesha brichu leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen.
Ose shalom bimromav uyase shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru Amen.
May their memories always be for a blessing. I'm not going to do all announcements, but there are a bunch of things going on tonight, this weekend, that I want everybody to know about. Tomorrow morning, Caleb Goldberg, bar mitzvah, 10:30. Woo!
Yeah.
Okay, bar mitzvah borscht is coming. Yes, borscht is 13. That's our annual night of comedy. Please mark these dates on your calendar. May 24th, that's the sale deadline for placing an ad in the journal. Borscht in the Ad Journal is a major and important fundraiser for the temple, our yearly fundraiser. So please, please consider placing an ad, a personal ad of congratulations or of appreciation for the temple or for K12 Shabat, doesn't matter. Or ask your dry cleaner or your dentist to place an ad. Your doctor, absolutely. And please, most important is come to Borscht. It's a great time. It's a lot of fun. That's on June 8th. All the information, buying tickets, the whole thing is on the website. Yes, there will be a cash bar and borscht and pierogies. It's at the Cultural Center, the Ukrainian Culture Center. What happened? Hannah, I'm sorry. How could I have possibly missed you? Can you tell us about the Shema? Are you telling us about the Shema? Can you read us what you wrote?
How important it is that we listen, getting quieted enough to listen to what is around us and in the present.
That is the most wisest thing I have heard all night. Thank you so much. Can you tell us what you drew?
I drew a Torah.
Wow.
That is beautiful. Thank you. And I'm sorry I didn't call you up before, but thank you for forgiving me. And sometimes, right, we have to save some of the best stuff for last, right? Thank you, Hannah. And thank you, Maura Joanna, for making sure I didn't miss that. Okay, so Hudson Gives Back, is back. If you don't know about this, this is a viral social media splash all over the county. It's a day of giving, which is Thursday, and this is the third year that Temple Beth-El has been a part of it. So when you get the email, please read it. Please post. So if you didn't know, what we raise for Hudson Gives, that is what's going to help raise the funds that we need to renovate the kitchen. So if we want to have challah baking workshops and baking hamantashen and be able to get a caterer in the synagogue so that we can have a big simcha in our beautiful brand new social hall, we want to renovate the kitchen. So go viral. Please encourage people to give. Please give. That's all this week, but the big day is the 9th. Religious school is on Sunday. Now, I know a bunch of you guys signed up for the Scroll Patrol. Can I see hands for people that are going to be working on the Scroll Patrol, helping to fix our Torah scrolls? I know you guys did. Leora, did you say you were going to be part of Scroll Patrol? Yeah, I know a bunch of you guys. Abby, you going to be part of Scroll Patrol? Good. Okay, so that's after Hebrew school on Sunday. We're going to serve pizza, wash our hands, and then we are going to go back to work on maintaining our Torah scrolls. Remember when we were wiping them down and getting rid of the stuff that had accumulated and we could see it more clearly and air them out? That's what we're going to do. We're going to roll out the scrolls again on big tables. By the way, this is not just for children. This is for anybody that wants an up-close and personal, hands-on experience with the mitzvah. It's really an awesome mitzvah of keeping our Torah scrolls, our Sifrei Torah, healthy and well, because they last hundreds of years with TLC. So also, this is the last one I'm going to tell you about, is Sunday, May 5th, this Sunday at 4 o'clock. Temple Beth-El is co-sponsoring with United Synagogue of Hoboken a Yom HaShoah Holocaust Commemoration Day event with Holocaust survivor Jack Wilson. It will be at USH. There's a RSVP link in the weekly. There's more. Read your weekly. I'll stop. Most important is that there is a special cake for our kids, for our K-1-2. So it's going to be your job to help to serve it. So when we all get into the back, and I hope we all go to the back and stay for oneg, we will all make the bracha on the cake and enjoy this delicious oneg in one another's company, and congratulate and wish mazel tov and yasher koach to our amazing, amazing K-1-2 classes. And thanks to Mora Joanna for her wonderful leadership in making this happen. Can I get everybody up to make the motzi? Anybody that's still in Hebrew school, come up and make motzi. Come. Ready? Touch the plate. Touch the plate. Ready? And we know the first rule, right? Take the first one you touch. Okay, everybody, touch the plate, touch the plate. Ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. Yes. Take the first one you touch, and then go to the back of the room, and let's serve the cake. Okay, we're going to say the bracha on the cake, which is, I'll have this piece. Yeah. Can you pass it around to your mom? Excellent.